What's up, guys? This is Justin again, and this time I'll be bringing you guys some Gears of War 3 gameplay. I finally got it up. This game actually isn't even that good of a game. It was the first game that I played after taking a hiatus for a while. I didn't really plan on taking a break from Gears of War 3. It just happened that way, and I believe when I was playing this game, this was after they nerfed the sawed-off shotgun, so I was actually pretty happy. The thing with the sawed-off was before, for those of you guys that play Gears of War 3, the sawed-off was ridiculous. Okay, it wasn't necessarily the range of the sawed-off, which I believe was nerfed, that made me upset. It was the it was the spread. So it's like you didn't have to aim the sawed-off at anybody. You just put it in their general direction and push shoot. So that was kind of thing that was frustrating about it. And I've noticed that as far as sawed-off goes, I think I should get both these guys, but I actually missed the second guy right here. So as far as sawed-off users go, I've noticed that a lot more people are using the Gnasher. I always thought the Gnasher was the more powerful shotgun. I think it is. A lot of people agree with that, but the sawed-off was just kind of cheap. So I've noticed that I've had a little bit. I still get upset about the sawed-off, but it's a little bit better. Okay, so I'm just trying not to get too close when I play. The problem is, I'll go into what the problem is for me when there's a lot of sawed-off users, and it's kind of, you guys probably understand it too. So in this video, I'll be talking about Gears of War 3. I do have a response waiting for Nuck and Foob on his latest topic. Go check his video out. I'll put a link to his video either in the description or in the annotation. So he had a topic that was an answer for my question, and it's my turn to answer his topic. So I will be doing that in another video because I'm going to actually put out 2 videos, I believe, this week. So you guys will be able to see 2 videos. I don't know what gameplay I have for the second one. I do have some more NBA 2K12 gameplay, so if you guys want to see that or are interested in watching that, I can put that up as well. Right here, that guy steals my kill. Whatever, I don't really care. But I think it happens again. This guy... Oh, no, anyways. So in the first game, we win this game 2-0. In the first game, I don't actually do that well, but in the second game, I do a little bit better. I get killed by a frag grenade that was planted right there. But I want to give you guys a few tips about Gears of War 3. As you may have noticed, if you guys are new to the series, the best thing I can tell you guys to do right now is to play with a party. There are a lot of things from Call of Duty that you guys can take away that's similar for Gears of War 3. The outskirts of the map are better. The problem with the outskirts of the map, though, is that there will be a lot of sawed-off users, especially up in this area. I don't even know what this is called. This is called Drydock, I think. And all in this area right here, I totally fell right here. But all in this area right here, there is going to be a lot of shotgun battles, which is what I like to do. I like all shotgun battles. I like being up close. I like rushing into enemy spawn, doing all the types of things like that. So, big tip for you guys if you're just starting out is to get a party. I know a lot of the guys met from Huppet, so go to the Huppet gaming website. You can do that. I play with a few select friends in real life and some other guys that I met from YouTube, so that's kind of what I do. But real quick before I go to the next tip, I'm going to pause it. Alright, so here's a few tips how to get the one-shot kills with the Gnasher. On Marcus's right elbow, if you're going to hip fire with the Gnasher, look at his right elbow when you're shooting. So when I'm playing, I see his right elbow and I try to line it up with the guy, because when you stop, he actually raises his head up and then it centers. So use his right elbow for the hip fire. If you guys want to get those awesome 3-4 kill Gnasher clips, you're going to have to hip fire, because even the quickest pop shotter, well, probably quicker than me, can probably get 4 kills, but when you're hip firing, it's just a little bit easier. And right here, I ran out of 3 shells. Or I had 3 shells. I saw 3 guys. I don't know what I was doing right there. If I had more, I'd probably kill all of them, but I missed that last guy because he was a little bit to the right. So when you're using the shotgun and you're going to hip fire and you get in range for that one-shot kill, make sure to use his right elbow as a marker when you're using your Gnasher shotgun. Alright, so now on to a few other tips. For beginners out there, or maybe, you know, kind of beginners, I would suggest figuring out what loadout you're going to use. Now for me, your primary is going to be whatever rifle you have, and I choose the Lancer. Lancer's pretty good because there's 2 reasons why the Lancer is good. 1, there's no recoil, and 2, the magazine is extra large. So even if you're horrible at aiming and you miss a lot, you can still put a lot of rounds down range, effective rounds down range, and still get a lot of enemies down. Okay, so what you guys need to understand is this. And that guy took my kill. That guy took my... Anyways, what you got to understand is that rifles in this game are for support. They're not necessarily to kill. I mean, you can kill with a hammer burst and any rifle, but they are support weapons. So when you're playing this game, you got to understand that. So as far as the Lancer goes, I use it as support. So if I hear a gunshot in my headphones, I will go and try to provide support for that too. So I use the Lancer. Another thing about the active reload. Okay, I should have said that first. You got to learn how to active reload. So I know you guys might want to try out every single gun. I know there's a grenade right here. I don't know why this guy thought he was being sneaky right here, but if you're going to perfect the active reload, you got to kind of keep the same guns. Now for me, oh, I see him right there. He misses his sawed off. for me, from Gears of War 1 and 2, the Lancer hasn't changed its active reload, so I've kind of already ingrained that in my brain, and the Gnasher, so I keep those two guns the same. The thing about the active reload is that for certain guns you get side effect bonuses, but for almost all of them it's 8% added damage. Now, that might not seem like a lot. This guy actually does a maneuver on me and it pisses me off. So he does the ink, acts like he's running away, then comes back with the sawed off. So that was actually a pretty good maneuver. I give him props for that, but I'm going to whip his ass in the second round, so it doesn't even matter. So when you're playing it, the active reload gives you an 8% bonus on every bullet you shoot. So I believe on the shotgun, the Gnasher already has good range, and I'll show you a clip of that, how far the range can go. But it might seem like it adds more range. It doesn't add more range to the Gnasher. It just makes it more powerful, which in turn is pretty much adding more range. Okay. The good thing about the Lancer is that if you get a full magazine active reload, is that because the fire rate is so high, the 8% damage multiplies really fast. So it's like 816. Oh shoot, 2432. I forgot what 8 times 3 was. 24, 32, 40, and so on. Okay. Oh, there's a maneuver right there. Also, the kickback maneuver too. If you see a guy hiding behind cover, you can do the kickback. The pussy move that a lot of people do, though, switch to my Lancer. Get this guy right here. A pussy move that everybody does is that campers will especially wait for you to try to do that and then either kick you or go around, which I think is stupid. If you play like that, it's fine, but for me, I hate it. So, like I said before, I'm going to do a little bit better this round right here. Do a little pop shotting, get a few good kills for you guys, a little streak going right there. Got my active reload, but that's another thing. So, try not to change. Ooh, good pop shotting again, Chubby. But try not to change the guns that you have because you want to get the active reload bonuses, okay? So if you like the hammer burst, try to practice with the hammer burst as much as you can. As far as your shotgun goes, I would recommend using the Gnasher. I know the sawed-off seems like it's a really good gun at first, but the Gnasher will outclass it once you learn how to play, okay? Ooh, that's a quick one right there. But use the Gnasher. One good thing, if you're having problems against the sawed-off and you're a decent Gnasher user, one good thing you can try to do is use the sawed-off effectively, and once you figure out what you can't do with the sawed off, it's a lot easier to counter with the Gnasher. So that's another tip for you guys. I was getting killed by the sawed off. I was like, you know what, whatever, I'm just going to use the sawed off, try to counter it, and I figured out exactly how to counter it with the Gnasher. Now, one side effect of a bunch of campers using sawed off is that if that happens, I have to use the Lancer the entire game, and it's not very exciting gameplay. It's not gameplay you guys want to watch, but it's gameplay that wins. Okay, so another tip for you guys, if you're kind of good already, try to be good, try to develop a different style of play. So for me, I always use the Gnasher, okay? But if I have to, I will use the Lancer. I don't like to do it, but I will. And so there's another quick one right there, a quick pop shot. But what I'm saying for you guys is that once we figured out a group of guys when they were sawed-off campers, once we figured out how to use all Lancers against them, they had no option, okay? So when you're doing that, another characteristic of a good player is to be able to switch up your tactics. So you want to be able to switch on the fly too. You don't want to be one-dimensional. That's kind of how sports teams get beat a lot. So if you like up-close kills, like I love doing Gnasher kills like these right here, okay? Oh wait, real quick. Here's the range of the Gnasher right here. That guy is down, and I got him from right there with the Gnasher, okay? So that's how effective the range is right there. So develop more play styles. Also, don't camp. If you camp and you look at your KD at the end, it might be okay, but you're actually hurting the team more than you think, because in this game, it's not like Call of Duty where they instantly die. Okay, it's very difficult for good players and me myself to get double and triple kills. So if you're just watching, or you don't want to leave the power weapon, like in GoldenEye when people wouldn't leave the body armor, remember that? They would shoot up the body armor and wait for you to come get it. But if that's you, you are effectively hurting your team, even if you go 5-1. It's horrible right here. Here's a quick Lancer or Gnasher shot. I didn't even mean to get this guy. He just ran into it. So there you go right there. But I have more tips. I'll probably put more gameplay up here. I will be doing a Nuck and Foob response. So other than that, I think I went 15 and 6 with 7 down. So it wasn't that good of a game, but I thought it demonstrated some good tips for you guys. So if you guys want more Gears of War 3 tips, I have plenty to say. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. I've been Justin KSO4. Go check me out on Twitter, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.